Top 10 Best Websites to Make Money Online. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Before we get started, please make sure you watch the video until the end so you can find top 10 best websites to make money online. And also subscribe with the notification bell turned on so you can get notified anytime we upload a new video. If you want to earn extra cash, consider these money-making websites. You don't always have to spend money to make money. If you want to launch a side gig to generate regular part-time income, or if you're looking for some quick extra cash, there are websites that can help you do it. Of course, it depends on your definition of quick cash. Sometimes earning fast cash still means putting in a decent time investment. That's why our list of ways to make money online is in order from approximately the longest time investment to the shortest time investment. Because time is, after all, money. Depending on whether you're looking to earn extra money quickly or build a long-term income stream, each of the following websites offers unique advantages and sometimes disadvantages tailored to different needs and interests. Watch on for more information on each site. Number 10. User Interviews. How it works. Nick Loper, creator of the blog SideHustleNation.com, is a fan of UserInterviews.com. They specialize in matching you up with high-paying market research studies, Loper says. Many of the studies are aimed at tech and industry professionals, but there are some general population studies as well, Loper says. He says that he has made $50 on the site, testing an online video tool, $30 to give his opinions on retiring early, and $10 to answer a short survey for bald men. If you're not looking for regular freelance work, this is an easy one to add to your tool belt, Loper says. Highlights: the money. While Loper has earned on the low side, he says that typically you can make $40 to $200 an hour on the site. Drawbacks: you do have to match up with what the site is looking for, and there's no guarantee that you'll be chosen for something you would like to offer your opinions on. So it is a possible way to make occasional money, and not something you'll likely turn into a consistent cash cow. Time investment, it truly varies. You might spend 10 minutes offering opinions or a couple hours, but the more time you spend, the more money you'll likely get. Number 9. Fat Llama. How it works. Do you have a lot of nice stuff that you think people in your neighborhood would want to rent out? For instance, maybe you have an expensive telescope or camera that often sits in your closet. You could rent it out on Fat Llama's website for money. Everything is insured, up to $30,000. Highlights: it's a good way to make money off something you paid for, but don't use all the time. And for the renter, it's a practical strategy to spend less money instead of buying something expensive that they won't use all the time. Drawbacks: you may have a lot of stuff, but not stuff anyone wants to rent. Time investment: as long as it takes to post photos of what you're renting out and to meet the person and so on. Fat Llama's website says that when you rent out an item, we'll send you the due amount within 24 hours of the start date of the rental. This will normally hit your account about 3 to 4 working days after the start date of the rental. You decide on the rental fee, and Fat Llama takes 25% of that. Number 8. Wonder. How it works. On Wonder, you can earn money for conducting research. Wonder doesn't hire just anyone, though. The application process takes about 5 minutes, according to the website. And if Wonder thinks you have the skills to do research, you'll get access to its dashboard. You can then showcase your skills and get paid for answering a question, perhaps from a business executive or an author writing a book. Highlights: researchers on Wonder report making an average of $8 to $16 for each detailed answer. In short, Wonder offers an ideal gig for those who really enjoy learning and explaining. Drawbacks: job sites suggest that researchers can make, on average, about $20 an hour, so the pay is not high if you're spending a lot of time answering questions. Time investment: About an hour for a detailed answer. You'll get paid every 2 weeks through PayPal. Number 7. OfferUp. How it works. If you don't have the energy to hold a yard sale, OfferUp may be the next best thing. After you take a picture of what you have and price it, hopefully someone nearby will see it online, love it, send you a note, and you'll meet. In a public place, OfferUp's website recommends, and you can get your cash. OfferUp also offers ways to mail items to buyers. Highlights. OfferUp is often compared to Craigslist, but some users claim it's an easier site to post on, probably because if you download the app, you can send instant messages to buyers and sellers, and members have profiles, so you can get a better sense of your buyers. If someone has earned badges on OfferUp, that's a good sign they're considered a trusted, reputable seller on the site. Drawbacks. As noted, if you meet a buyer to exchange an item, meet in a public place. On its website, OfferUp says, keep in mind that just because someone is buying or selling online doesn't guarantee your safety. You're responsible for your safety, so when you arrange a meetup, take sensible precautions. In the event of an emergency or any danger, call 911 or your local emergency number. Time investment. Probably an hour or 2 of work, or the process could span days, depending how long it takes to sell your item. You take some pictures, set a price, negotiate with the buyer, and possibly schedule a meetup to exchange the item for cash. If you ship an item to a buyer, it generally takes about 4 to 5 days for the money to show up in your bank account. Number 6. Neighbor. How it works. Do you have storage space in your house? Or maybe an empty garage or storage shed? You could rent out these spaces on Neighbor.com, which is sort of like Airmove for the self-storage industry. You set your own prices, and the person who rents your space will pay Neighbor.com a service fee. Highlights. You're paid via direct deposit, or you can receive a debit card at the end of the month. There are fees subtracted from your payment for using Neighbor.com, a processing fee of 4.9% of the total reservation plus 30 cents per monthly payout. Drawbacks. If you suddenly need to use your storage space, you must give your renter 30 days of advance notice to pick up their stuff. If you don't give them enough notice, you'll pay a $60 termination fee. Time investment. Plan for at least a couple of hours to prepare to store someone's stuff, which may involve cleaning. You get paid after approximately 30 days of providing storage. Number 5. Merch by Amazon. How it works. John Frigo, an affiliate manager for a website called MySupplementStore.com, says he sometimes makes money on the side by creating designs for t-shirts. He also sells on Merch by Amazon, as well as other platforms like Redbubble.com. Highlights. Frigo says you can simply upload your designs to Merch by Amazon and get paid. Graphic designers can upload t-shirt designs, and at that point, it's pretty much entirely passive, and you're paid a royalty for every one of your designs that sell. But you don't have to handle returns, do any customer service, or ship anything, Frigo says. Drawbacks. You probably won't get rich. For instance, Merch by Amazon offers examples of royalty prices, and for a t-shirt that sells for $15.99, the royalty would be $2.21. Still, once the hard work, designing the piece, is done, it's easy money. If somebody buys your t-shirt, that is. Time investment. Let's assume at least a few hours. Maybe you're an artist who can knock designs out in a hurry. Maybe you take weeks. But for most people, logic would suggest you should put aside a few hours. As for when you see your money, assuming you're doing a brisk business selling your products, you could get paid once a month. Number 4. TaskRabbit. How it works. Are you willing to get your hands dirty? People come to this site to find those willing to do various tasks, such as putting together a bookcase, cleaning out a garage, or running an errand. Do as many tasks as you want, and this could become quite the part-time or full-time job. Highlights. You can apply for tasks, but you can also create a profile explaining what tasks you're skilled at, and people may seek you out for work. Drawbacks. A lot of the tasks you'll find on TaskRabbit are, as noted, physical, like setting up furniture. Of course, if that's your jam, that's a plus. Time investment. Plan on several hours. Generally, these tasks aren't huge time investments. Payments are usually approved within 24 hours of task completion, and you can expect the money to land in your bank account 3 to 5 days later. Number 3. Etsy. How it works. If you're an artistic person who can make custom jewelry or refrigerator magnets, Etsy is the place to sell your products. Highlights. It's easy to navigate the site and set up a shop. Drawbacks. There's a lot of competition on Etsy. On one hand, a lot of people know about Etsy, but once you put up your wares, as with Upwork and Fiverr, you are among scores of people selling stuff on Etsy. It may feel a little overwhelming. Time investment. How fast does it take you to make custom jewelry or refrigerator magnets? You'll work at your own pace, so depending what you make or sell, it could take a week, or it could take a couple hours. Generally, you get your money about 3 days after your point of sale. After 3 months on Etsy, you'll start getting paid the next business day. Number 2. Upwork. How it works. Upwork is essentially a meeting site where businesses and freelancers throughout the world can connect and collaborate on certain projects. Businesses hire freelancers for a variety of services, including writing, web design, and pretty much any work that can be done on a computer. Highlights. Upwork takes a commission from 5% to 20%, but the more money you make, the less commission you pay. Drawbacks. Upwork is popular, so there is a lot of competition on the website, and that can be a real drawback for people who are new to Upwork, says Sacha DeRosa, owner of a digital marketing agency in Toronto called The Shirtless Web Guy. Before I started my business in web design, I created profiles on websites such as Upwork. In the beginning, it was a struggle to attract any attention from buyers on those platforms because there's so much competition. And much of the competition was from overseas, which made it impossible for me to compete with others on price, he says. DeRosa lowered his prices, and for a while he was working for next to nothing. But the positive feedback made his profile look better, and DeRosa began charging more. Although platforms like Upwork can be helpful in building a portfolio and initial client base, I am glad to be off them and on my own, DeRosa says. Time investment. As with Fiverr, you may be working for days or a week or so. If you're tasked with creating someone's website, that may take a little time. Then after your work has been approved, it can take 10 days to get paid. If you're working regularly for someone, you may be able to get paid weekly. Number 1. Fiverr. How it works. This is a popular website that can be helpful for freelancers. Know something about digital animation? You can work for someone who doesn't have these skills and pick up some extra cash. Even better, you can offer to compile web research for someone. Highlights. You can make good money from the site, says Dan Bocchicchio, a web designer and digital strategist in Albany, New York, who runs a small company called Bocane Designs. He says his firm earns $3,000 to $5,000 a month from Fiverr. To stay ahead of the competition, I make sure my Fiverr profile and gig descriptions are well written and communicate the value of the services I'm offering. When someone reaches out to me, I make sure to reply as quickly as I can and follow up with the inquiry by asking good questions. A quick but carefully written reply will increase the odds of them hiring you drastically, Bocchicchio says. Drawbacks. Bocchicchio's success aside, Fiverr's name comes from the fact that many people used to work for $5 a task. You can ask for more, but a lot of your prospective clients may expect low rates. Keep in mind, Fiverr takes a 20% commission. Time investment, possibly considerable. If you're asked to create a digital animated short, for instance, That isn't something you're going to whip up in 20 minutes. Plus, it may take 14 days for your money to reach your bank account after your work has been approved. Although if you are a regular on Fiverr, you may get it in 7 days. Make sure you stay watching our next related video to discover more amazing videos. If you have any comments, please leave them in the comments box below. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.